One of the reasons that I love Mimi so much is because she's incredibly selfless and she's so quick to jump and help other people and put their needs before her own.
Okay, hi Mimi. So, my favorite memories of you, I think of two in particular. And the first one that comes to my mind is when I brought the ultrasound over to show you that we were going to have two babies instead of one when I was expecting. And I just remember that you were excited and that you just kept saying that you knew it, that you knew I was having two babies. And then my probably second, oh my gosh, favorite memory is when we lived in the little house next to Nana and Papa, and I remember like you getting the phone call from Nana that there was a guy like banging on our back door and trying to get in, and so we loaded up into our station wagon, and you grabbed a gun and we drove over there just in time to see him like halfway down the driveway. And I remember you held that gun out and I don't remember if you my memory says you pointed it at him, and told him to never come back and that he had no business being over there or something like that. And I remember like the second he walked away and we started to drive up that the clip fell out of the gun, but I was little enough, like that didn't mean anything to me. I just remember I was like, dude, Mom is a badass. We are getting our gun and we will take care of you if you start causing us problems. And then I remember you like telling a story and realizing that like the clip falling out was like a big deal, and maybe you weren't quite as comfortable with that gun as you appeared. But I do remember being like very impressed by that situation, and it's just one of my favorite memories because it was such a crazy thing to happen. Anyway, happy Mother's Day. I love you. Thank you for everything that you do for us, Mom. You're such a great supporter of each of us. And that means a lot to me and to my family. And we love you. Okay, bye, Mom.
So I never realized as a kid how much I took for granted having you as a mom. I think as a kid, I just thought that that's what moms were like, and I didn't realize how good I had it. I think one of the things I admire most about you after having my own kids and being a mom is just the grace and ease that you went through life with, and how well you just handled everything with us. The things that you made look easy, that as a mom I now realize how difficult they are. And there's so many days as a mom when I'm having a hard day that I just think about you, and I think about you going back to school and all of the really hard things that you did so well. And I just love you for that, and I miss you, and I hope that I am just a little bit of the mom that you were to all of us, and feel so lucky that my kids get to know you and love you and see you so much. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. I wish I was there to give you a hug, but I hope you have a great day. Love you.
Oh, okay. One thing I really love about Mimi is I when Nana was sick, I was feeling really sad, and I was crying before bed, and Mimi, I knew she was hurting too, but she put her hurt to the side so that she could help mine, and she made me feel a lot better, and it didn't matter to her that she was hurting probably worse. She wanted to help me first. I love visiting Mimi because whenever we're there, she's always there to give us a big hug no matter how late we get there. She's always there waiting, and she'll give us a big hug, and she's super nice whenever we visit her, and all the time. Whenever we're around her, she's really nice. And she'll always let us borrow her things, and so we can stay with her at her house. And we always hate whenever we have to leave because we don't like leaving her because we always want to be around her.
And do you like beating her at Cover Your Assets?
Yes, all the time. Mimi, I love you, and I miss you, and I wish I could go over to your house to have fun with you. Love you.
All right, Hallie, what's your favorite memory of Mimi?
When we played Cover Your Assets together,
Yeah? Why did you like that?
because it was really fun, and I got to be with her.
I love Mimi.
I love you, Mimi.
Happy Mother's Day, Mimi. When I think of Mimi, I think of someone who is all about their family. Everything they do is about their family. They always want to spend time with their family, and they are so proud of their family. We love you, Mimi. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. This is take two because I think I was covering up the microphone the first time. So I'm supposed to talk about my favorite memory of you. I have lots of memories of you, obviously. Generally, I always thought of you as being the one that I could talk to about personal things. I always knew I was a little girl crazy, and Pops was not real happy about that. And so if he caught wind of me having a girlfriend or whatever, I'd be forced to end it. And but you were always kind of like prodding and trying to get information out of me, and I always felt like I could tell you things and you would just listen and leave it alone, and I appreciated that. That is not the memory I'm going to share, though. My favorite memory that comes to mind is the time there was a newspaper classified for someone who made custom square dancing dresses. And I might mess parts of this story up, but this is one of the funniest things I think I have ever seen you do. You called the number and you start inquiring about these square dancing dresses, and you're giving her your dimensions, and you gave her some ridiculous dimensions and telling her that you're a very large woman, and could you put two dresses together and make one, and all this kind of stuff. And it just went on and on and on, and like I'd never seen you do anything like that before, ever. And it was every bit as funny as something Brad would do, but it was totally next level. We were a family of fart jokes, and like that was like the most. It was brilliant. Like I was just in awe. One, that you would even think to do it. Two, at your ability to like think on your feet, and I was in awe. I still am to this day, and realized that day that you had been holding out on us and that you were actually hilarious. Love you. Happy Mother's Day.
My favorite memory of you, Mimi, was when I was younger and you took us to see Matilda. Happy Mother's Day.
Say Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mimi. Bye. Hi, Mimi. My favorite memory of being with you is when we went to Oklahoma when I was 5 and we celebrated my birthday. That was really fun. Happy Mother's Day. Love you.
Hey Mimi, happy Mother's Day. I was thinking a lot about what my favorite memory of you is, and it's kind of hard to just pick one. So instead of just talking about one, I'll mention a few things. And this is so random that I remember this, but I remember one of the very first visits down to Texas when Kyle and I, we were either dating or we were engaged. But I remember that you took Courtney and Heather out shopping and I came along, and you were so sweet because you like included me in the shopping experience, and you even got me like a little gift, and it was a jacket that I loved. And I just thought that was really sweet that you like included me in that experience with Heather and Courtney. One of my favorite times was going to Florida. That trip was like a little magical piece of heaven, going and all staying in that same house in Florida, and all the games that we played, all the Minute to Win It games, and being on the beach. I just remember like that really is such a beautiful, happy time. And I love that I can always call you for random silly things like sewing questions or baking questions or things like that. I'm glad that I'm grateful that I have a mother-in-law that I feel comfortable calling and asking for advice, and that I really do feel like I'm a part of the family, that I'm not just an in-law, but that I'm a part of the family. And I think that it has everything to do with you. So I thank you for that. I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, and know that we all love you so much.
I hit the jackpot when it comes to mother-in-laws. I admire so many things about you, Nancy. After having 5 kids myself and using an epidural with all of them, and having all of them be much smaller than yours, I have so much admiration for the pain that you went through in giving birth. I also admire how you handle your trials, and watching you so gracefully deal with things that most people would completely fall apart in doing. You have been so supportive to me and Brad and all of my kids, attending all the things that you can, and we hit the jackpot with grandmother and mother-in-law and mom, and we love you and think the absolute world of you. We couldn't love you anymore.
Yeah, Mimi. That sweet old brought up and saying it says she's my grandma. I guess it's true. I don't have anything to dispute it, but she got some sort of speech impediment. When she's talking to the kids, you know, the younger they are, the higher her voice goes. So, you know, when she's talking to me, it's like she's blowing in a dog whistle. But yeah, Mimi, if you listen, I appreciate everything. I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, and I love you. Look forward to seeing you soon.
My favorite memory of you is when we worked together on my Christmas present for Graham, and we spent like all day together, and it was super fun spending time with you and learning something new from you, even if I don't remember any of it.
One of the things I really admire about Mimi is that she's always willing to spend a lot of money or time planning a trip for us that's really fun. Like when we went to Sundance, which probably cost a lot of money to rent that huge cabin, and it was really thoughtful of her. When we went to the Pensacola, Florida, that it was really fun and I enjoyed it a lot. And it was one of the reasons that it happened was because of Mimi. One reason that I love Mimi is that yesterday We had a great camping trip with her, and it was very fun, and that she considered taking her time to come see us and play with us. Another reason that I love Mimi is that she is a very caring person. She cares for all of us.
Hi Mimi, happy Mother's Day. I am making this video to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you. One of the things that I admire about you is that you have always, from the time we were very little, put other people first, especially us. And I just kind of thought that's how moms always did things, and I've realized since then that it's not, and how unique that is. One of my favorite things about you is your sense of humor. People always tell me that I have my dad's sense of humor, and I think that's only about partly right. I think the funniest parts of my sense of humor come from you. I think of the pictures of you dressing up in your roommate's clothes. I think of you making prank phone calls from ads in the paper about square dance dresses. And those are like next level comedy things that most people don't think of. And so I thank you for the funniest parts of my sense of humor. I hope you have a great Mother's Day. Love you.
I want, Mommy, Daddy,
Yeah.
I want Mimi to come grab me.
Why do you want Mimi to come grab you?
I to go see Pumps, and then Pumps after they're working, and then he's to come see me and I hide from him with Mimi.
Yeah, you hide with it from Pops with Mimi? Yeah. Is that your favorite?
Bye, Mimi. I see you tomorrow.
Hi, Mimi. Thank you for everything that you do for us. I love you so much. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mimi. The best things I like about you is you're smart, creative, beautiful, a great grandma, and a great mom. I love you. Hi, Mimi. You're a great grandma. I like helping you and Pops. And, you're a great mom, and, I like coming over to your house, and I like riding my truck, and, you really are nice to me a lot, and you'll, are nice to me every time I come over. Happy Mother's Day, Mimi. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day, Mimi. I am so grateful for my relationship with you. I feel like I can look back on my life and all of my lowest lows and darkest times in my life. I feel like you're the person that I see walking through those with me. This is my third time trying to do this and I can't do it without crying. So, you've been the person that's walked through everything with me. All of my darkest, lowest times in my life, and my best, most exciting times in my life, you've been there. I'm so grateful that we live so close and we get to see you so often, and you're such a huge part of my kids' lives. It's so rewarding to watch them have such a meaningful relationship with you, and get to see you all the time and get to do things with you. I'm just so grateful for you, and I hope you know how much you're loved and appreciated. I know this Mother's Day is different and hard, but I know that Nana's in a better place, and Mother's Day will probably never be the same, but we love you and appreciate you and are thinking of you, and can't wait to celebrate you. Love you, Mimi.
Happy Mother's Day. Love you, Mimi.
Say happy